Hello, and welcome to another episode of Chopping Over the Grill, where we talk about all things Power Rangers, including the actors that play them. My name is Brandon.
My name is Lena.
And my name is Will.
And today we have a lot to talk about in terms of news. Well, not a lot, but there's a nice little bit, because this, we had a lot happen. And probably by the time when you get this episode, it'll be a week old. But it don't matter, because guess what? You're going to listen. Okay? We're just reporting on the news. You know what I'm saying? So,
But you know what, though? For some people, it might be new news because, they might be on an internet break or something. So you never know.
I mean, could be, but I mean, also too, some people try to clock you and be like, "Oh, this came out last week, or this came out the week before. Why y'all so late?" And it's like, all right, chill out.
I mean, to be fair, they
Take what we give you.
Sorry, what did you say?
Take what we give you.
Exactly. Look at Will being sassy. Take
okay.
what we give you. That's right. You heard the man.
Period. Take what we give you and leave us alone, because that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Like we report what happened. We didn't say it was gonna be done when you want it done. We do it when we want to do it. Okay.
Absolutely. We're on our time. Whatever time that is.
On our time. Okay. Okay. So, you're gonna get this news today. Okay? Wonderful. But
and whatever today is for you, that is that day, okay?
Exactly. There you go. So you're gonna get this news. But regardless. And by the way, y'all, so check this out. I got my 2 Tanyas.
What?
I finally got her. Finally got my 2 Tanyas.
How long did it take you?
Child, it took me months. Because it was ridiculous. I'm just like, come on now. Like, this is just sad. This is real sad. Huh?
Where'd you get it from?
GameStop.
Okay.
Yeah, I finally got mine. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. But finally got them, and I'm like, yay. So I went ahead and I have one still in the pack, and I took the other one out, obviously, because I have to. And yeah, I am in love with this figure. I am gonna get Nakia to sign the other one that is that's in the box, but yeah, I'm just like, oh my god, I love this. And I didn't know, this is the attention to detail. I did not know that they had her hair pulled back.
I didn't realize that either.
I did not know that. Because I'll tell you exactly what hairstyle they used. The hairstyle that she had when she what episode was that? That was the episode where Jason was supposed to be being the model. What was it? A Scent for You or something like that. That Scent episode where the girl they were all on the fashion show, the runway fashion show thing from Zio. Yeah, that's the hairstyle they used. That's the one. I was like, oh, I recognize this.
Yeah, it ended up being accurate to the season.
Mm-hmm.
Not a terrible hairstyle like you thought it was.
Right. I mean, it's still giving Zio, but Turbo was a little bit more wet and wavy. This one is just the more curly or straight kind of style. So I was just like, okay, it's giving. It's still giving. I love it. So, and of course, it looks like Nakia, which I was very happy for. So I was like, yay! So yeah, I'm really happy about it. So thank you, GameStop, for finally sending me my shit.
I got mine a little while ago, but I finally put a couple of my figures up. I just sent you my internet's acting weird. I just sent it to the chat. I have everybody but Rocky right now.
Ooh. Come on, everybody but Rocky.
Not purposefully, but you know.
I mean, well, if you had to say that, then I mean, I'm just saying. If you had to say that, then I mean, I feel like it's purposeful, but if you say so. But just playing. But no, but yeah, so if any of you all are out there collecting lightning collection figures, let us know what you have, let us know what you think of yours, oh, got it. I understand what you did, Will. So you went ahead and you got the turbo team is what you did.
Yeah.
That's what you did. Got it. Okay. Will said, listen, Turbo is the better version of this team anyway, so I'm going to get the Turbo team. Got it.
I mean, they be looking fire, though. Like, look at Adam. Oh, look at Tanya. I don't know. Catherine, I don't know. She looked like she could use some help. And Tommy, well, no one really cares. He looks like his receiving hairline is really receiving.
Listen, Catherine looked like she's from the group Hanson, okay?
She does.
She does. Dead on.
She just saying.
Dead on. Oh my god, she really does. Oh my god.
I still
just saying.
I want to buy the metallic cat just for that head sculpt.
I mean, listen, I do feel like that head sculpt is the better one. Most people are like, no, that is the worst one. I think it's better. Personally, I think it's better only because to me, it reminds me like the hair, the actual hair reminds me of the morph sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Like when she does her Zeo Ranger morph, like it reminds me so much of it. I'm like, this to me is like Catherine Zeo, not this Hanson head, because the Hanson head reminds me of Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
When she first came.
Yeah.
That's the Hanson head, and then the pull back hair ponytail one is the one where she was standing on the little evolator machine thing or whatever when she was about to turn evil for like the umpteenth time. So it's like, so I'm just like, none of those heads really scream Zeo except for the metallic armor head. But whatever, y'all. Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do regardless. But I do like the metallic armor head a lot more. That's just me personally. But yeah, so for all of y'all out there who do have those toys, like, let us know what you think of them. If you like them, like, what do you think? And that's also going to be the basis of what we're going to be talking about today. Well, some of what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about some toys. We're going to be also talking about some other news that happened and some future things that may come of it. And we are also going to be talking about episode 4 and 5 of Power Rangers Dino Fury. So, without further ado, but before we get right into it, because I'm about to go right into it, but I have to remind y'all, because I mean, this is what we do. I have to remind y'all because I know y'all out here doing the Lord's work. I know y'all out here doing it. But just as a reminder for those who haven't, tell the people, remind everybody. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, YouTube, anywhere where you listen to podcasts, that is where we are. So if you want, not even if you want, I am asking you, tell somebody, tell a friend, tell your family, tell a cousin, tell a friend, tell your boyfriend, girlfriend, your cat, dog, whomever. Tell them, go listen to Tribunal because they good. They're good. And they make me laugh and I enjoy their content. So tell them. And I'm pretty sure people will be like, I'll go listen. And then they don't want to subscribe. And then it just keeps it going. So thank you. Thank you for those of you who've already done it. And for those who are going to, thank you. But for those of you who haven't, do better. Now onwards, right? So we do have a comment here from Byron, and this is on our SoundCloud link. He said, I enjoyed this week's episode, Tribunal of the Grid. You guys are awesome. And he also said, now I'm pretty sure he's probably talking about a specific part in what we were talking about, but he said, implement that specific Ranger team from the comics to the actual show. Take the Eternals movie plot and boom, you got a great story until the Morphin Masters are in the seas as well. A season or a movie about Morphin Masters. Oh, okay. So he was probably talking about something very specific to what we were talking about in the show, but I can't remember exactly what that was. But then he also says a season or a movie about the Morphin Masters would be dope. You know what? Honestly, I don't need it. To be honest. That's just me personal. I mean, of course, what I say ain't gospel truth, but I mean, I don't really need anything about the Morphin Masters, honestly. I mean, if we got something just basically letting us know who the heck they are and what their purpose is, I'd be fine. I mean, I don't necessarily feel like we need anything specific. Like, what do you guys think? Like, do you think they are important? They're important enough to deserve their own special spinoff or something?
I mean, you know what? I think it'd be interesting. Why not? I mean, if things are going to pick up with Power Rangers the way they have been picking up, I could see it, having different spinoff and doing really well with it. Why not have the Morphin Masters give us the D's on what they've been doing all these years? How do they come to be? I have many questions, Many questions. And I want to know who's underneath those suits.
Or are they even suits at all?
Right. You see? Questions. Hello. So all I'm saying is I would actually be all for it if there was like an internal like movie or series or something with the Morphin Masters. Like I have many questions. Why those specific colors? Like, and I know I can't say that word properly, so don't correct me. But like, why those particular colors? Or like, why is there 5 of them? Do they all have different powers? Or do they have the same powers?
Listen.
Lots of questions. Why that form? What planet are they from? Are they even from a planet? And what is this morphing grid? Like, how do you energize this? And how is it in so many different dimensions? Like, how are we all connected to the grid?
Now, here's the thing about like the morphin grid. And this is just something that I've always had a question about in terms of what the morphin grid could be and all that jazz, right? My thing is, now we've seen many versions of this energy source because we know it is an energy source. My thing is, we know that it's probably pretty akin to like your Star Wars with the Force, right? Force gives the user, all this power and, all this good stuff and blah, 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 blah. And, certain people can use it, certain people can't, kind of a situation. Here's my thing. If we had more so of a clear cut of exactly what the morphing grid is, then I feel like it would make telling these stories a lot easier. In certain aspects. And also too, with seasons like Beast Morphers and your Dino Fury and seasons of that sort, it makes it a lot easier to connect them. And that's one thing that I've always felt what Power Rangers was trying to do in terms of being like, oh yeah, we're trying to make this a shared universe, or we're trying to make this like a world where everyone is connected through something. And I hear that, but we went through a period of time where there were even Rangers who we still don't even know even if they even do use morphing grid energy. Because let's face it, RPM called it a what was it, the biofuel. And I mean, basically, she described the morphing grid. But, you know, who's to say that that's a completely different energy source altogether? Mystic Force, they use magic. Is that magic that they use morphing grid energy? There's just so much about this franchise that I feel like if we actually had a ironed out context version of exactly what these things are, certain things would make sense. And then that also gives credence to like explaining as to why certain rangers have certain powers or why certain teams have access. Like, for example, Lightspeed Rescue. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell them people got morphing grid energy to turn them into Power Rangers. How did that happen? Did they, go to the destroyed command center over at Vasquez Rocks and then like pick up some old alien technology and was like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and build this in Marina Bay? Like, what happened? Kind of a situation. So I don't know. But yes, I do see what you're saying, Lena. I agree. I think that certain things would be interesting about it, but just the Morphin Masters on their own, I don't know if I would want to sit there and watch a limited series about them. Maybe something around them, but I don't know if I want to watch it around them. Go ahead.
I think that they have to build up to it very well for me to want to see that, because right now I wouldn't necessarily want to see that. Them just announcing it and then throwing it out there. I wouldn't necessarily want to see that. However, if in the show or in an upcoming film, if they allude to or even showcase those characters, and just make me care about them, then okay, maybe I will want to see that. But they have to get enough build prior to announcing some sort of a project for them, by themselves.
Yeah. I agree with that for sure. They definitely would need to make me care. That's the main thing. Please make me care, because I don't think I care about any of these people. But like I said, if they can make, like you said, if they can make you care, then shoot, why not? But yeah, I agree 100% on that one. So thank you very much, Byron, for writing us. We really appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Now, going into the show, right? And what we're actually going to be talking about today. So we're going to talk about a couple things. Now, of course, y'all know how I like to start off. I always like to tell y'all I be minding my business, but I don't. And I was on Twitter and I came across some new little figures, right? And I was like, wait a minute, we got a female Red Ranger, female Red Ranger, a male Yellow Ranger. The only time I thought about this was when we had Grace and Torona, the 1964 Power Rangers, or what, 1960 something, right? The first
69, the same
69
years, the moon land, right?
That was the same. It was, but yeah, thank you. But no, it was them, and that's what I thought about. I thought about those Rangers, and I was like, oh, okay, so we're getting Grace Sterling. That's weird. But no, we did not get Grace and Torona. We got Trini and Jason. Mm-hmm. What is it giving? Because I ain't gonna hold you. These look better than the ones we got.
I think that it's Well, first thing I thought was it's pretty cool because it's giving attention to the comics, which that deserves all of the press and all of the attention, I think. Then I was also thinking like, Mighty Morphin again. I mean, it's different, but it's Mighty Morphin again.
I mean, yes.
I think as a whole, it is really cool to see the comic book be represented in the Lightning collection again. It's really cool to see Twee's face with the comic book Bob. That was pretty cool. It's just really cool to see the like the faces of the real actors, portraying the comic book counterparts, because they're not drawn that way. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think it's something that will definitely catch fans' eyes who haven't read the comics, and it'll be like, wait, what? And then maybe it'll get them to Google and find the comics, hopefully.
You know what? I mean, yes, for damn sure, I definitely agree with that. I guess for me personally, what I enjoyed is that the helmet, like the faces themselves, look so much like the actual actors this time around that I wasn't even mad at the fact that I don't know what they were going for. I really don't, because I'm like, were y'all trying to do like a little piece of like mix where they were trying to be like, okay, so we're gonna kind of like try to mix the two together? Because I mean, to be truthfully honest with you, both of them are kind of giving like a hybrid version of like the comics and their like the real people. Like both of them were kind of giving that, because Jason with the hair, oh, that hair is definitely in the comics. Like that's his comic hair. That is not Austin St. John's real like hair in the show. It's not. Like that is definitely his comic hair. Same with Twee. Like Twee has the short hair here, in the comic. But what I love, especially about with Twee, is that like it looks so much like Twee and not so much like the comics, but it still kind of has a flair of the comic. So it's not quite fully Twee, even though you can see the resemblance right away. It's not quite fully her. Same thing with Austin. It's like, it's not quite fully them, but it's still there, kind of a thing. And I really, really like that. Like, I really like that.
And I love that the blade blasters are folded in the holster, and they have the sword version of it.
Right. And don't even get me started on the accuracy on the helmets, because both of them are hella accurate. Both of them are. Like, we have not had a Red Ranger helmet be this accurate yet. Because the most accurate we've gotten, like seriously, like the most accurate we gotten was metallic armor. That's the most accurate we had, and now we finally got one that is accurate. So shouts out to y'all. Y'all found it took y'all how long? Like 4 years, but y'all finally got it right.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with Trini's helmet, with the Yellow Ranger helmet, same thing. Because like for some odd reason, that bottom, like the bottom of the like the bottom of the visor, was always cut off. Like it was always given some sort of like weird little like mess up. I don't know what that was, but it was always kind of like flicked on the bottom. And now it's like one straight line on the bottom. And I'm like, yes, you finally freaking fixed it. And they did the same thing with Aisha. with her helmet, same thing. And they finally got it corrected with the metallic armor, but it's still not absolutely 100% correct. But now it's correct with Jason. So, you know, they're like, listen, we're going to re-release these things and we're going to try to get this right. Now, here's the thing. Are we going to do the whole color swap line? Because if we are, that means we're going to get another Zach.
I wonder if they'll fix the face finally.
Now, are we going to get another Jermaine Jackson? Or are we going to actually get Walter this time around? I'm just saying. Are we going to get, you know, like I'm just trying to figure it out. You know, are we going to get Walter? Are we going to get Jermaine Jackson? Are we going to get Jaleel White? You know, I just need to know. I just want to figure out who we gonna get. Are we gonna get a dude from Everybody Hates Chris? Like,
oh wow.
What is it giving, Hasbro? What is it giving? Like, I just want to know. Like, who y'all gonna give us next? Because y'all have not given us Walter yet. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Same thing with Kimberly. You know, they gave us Jeepers Creepers. You know, you know, so what is it giving? Like, who are y'all going to give us next? I just want to know. So we shall see. We shall see. So we got Boom Comics. Lord Dragon. He got a helmet, y'all. What is it giving? What y'all think about this little helmet?
It's an eye catcher for people that haven't Dragon before, and I think it's once again a tool to promote the comics. People obviously remember the White Ranger, but to see this an alternate version of it, with the red visor and the hints of the dragon in there, that's definitely an eye catcher. Somebody's going to see that and be like, wait, what? When did the White Ranger look like this? And then they'll look at the box, they'll see the Boom logo. Once again, some promotion for the comic. And once again, I am all for that. So I think it looks pretty cool.
Sweet. Lena, what you think?
You already know how I feel about helmets and like Lord Dragon and all that. It's okay. I wasn't surprised.
I mean, yes. I mean, listen, like,
I was like, no, actually let me hanging there. Oh my god! I was like, yeah.
No, I mean, because here's the thing. Like, okay, so for me, I'm not even gonna hold you. The reason why I asked is because, like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I actually liked it. For me, like, you know, of course, and we all know, anybody who listens to this show, y'all know, like, besides Lena, I am also not the biggest Lord Dragon fan. I'm just not, right? But I have to be honest, like, I actually really like it. I was like, oh, this helmet is actually kind of dope. Like, it's really cool. I love the box art. I think the box art is freaking dope. Mm-hmm. You know, like, the helmet itself looks great. You know, I was just like, oh, I'm actually I'm kind of feeling this. I like it. Now, oddly enough, that the kid who's holding it looks over it, honey. He looks done. That baby said, I am tired of holding this helmet, honey. I am tired. Can I go home? Can somebody get me something to eat? Can somebody get me some water? I'm thirsty. Why am I holding this helmet for 5 minutes? Why y'all take these pictures? This baby is over it, honey. He's done. But however, but I like it. I really do. And I know they messed up his hair. I know they messed up his hair with the helmet. I know they did. I know it. I feel it in his spirit. That's probably why he made in his face. He was like, my hair was picked real nice. And they put this damn helmet on my head and fuck my shit up. I know that's what happened, baby. I feel your pain. I know. But yeah. So yeah, I like it. I like the helmet. I actually do. So for anybody who actually wants to go ahead and go get these items, you can definitely go and do that. These items are going to be available on both Hasbro Pulse and also GameStop. And they are available for pre-order. So go grab them while they're still in stock. Because these types of items definitely do go out of stock very fast. I think personally, Lord Draken is probably going to go out real fast. Well, question: which one do you think is going to get sold out quicker? Trini and Jason, or Lord Draken?
Obviously, Trini and Jason.
I'm thinking Draken.
I'm thinking Trini and Jason mostly. Are they a 2-pack? Right? They're not a 1-pack.
2-pack.
They are. Then it has to be Trini because, like, we all know the fandom always supports Trini first.
Those Trini Lightning Collection figures, the original ones, did go out like really fast.
Yep.
Really fast. And it's the little piece of comic version with the short hair. Yeah, mugs might end up being like, yeah.
People like stacking the shipping trucks.
And also too, that does give toy collectors the ability to get show accurate helmets and show accurate weapons. They might actually, yeah. I think I might agree with Lena. Yeah, they might actually end up selling out faster than Lord Draken. They just might.
The reason being, the reason I chose that was because the fact that it's like role playing, like somebody can put it on.
Oh yeah.
That's why I thought like like somebody, like more people might want to get that to wear or to display. And it's a way of the fact that Dragon's going to be like in stores, like that's I think that like I could see somebody wearing that like on Halloween or something.
Are you secretly a Lord Draken fan, Will? Is that what it is?
I'm not going to wear that for Halloween, but I could see other people doing it.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking. But no, but yeah, I mean, I agree. I do think that that helmet probably would be really cool for that specifically. Now, what I will say though, real talk, I need them to go ahead and come out with other Ranger helmets. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, can I get Billy? Can I get Trini? Like, you
Zach,
know,
that's my favorite. I think that's my favorite helmet.
I mean, Trini is my favorite, but I mean, that was only my favorite because Aisha. But I mean, we're not even gonna get into that. But regardless, like, we want other people's helmets. Like, I'm tired of just constantly always getting the same people over and.
Yeah, you would think that they would at least give us the original 7 helmets.
Right, before giving us, something that's completely made up. Just saying. But of course. But of course, here we are, right? But yeah. So, this is kind of the most of what the news is, right? A little bit of toy stuff, this, that, and the third. We also got some information about a new comic special that will be coming in the Power Rangers Unlimited realm. So basically, writer L.L. McKinney, who wrote Power Rangers Unlimited Heir to Darkness #1, which is the astronomer backstory. So if anyone has not read it, I would suggest you go and cop that and read it because it was fantastic. It really, really brings up some characters that make you go like, oh, wait a minute. Because I'm not even gonna hold you. I had several what the fuck moments when I read that comic. I was like, wait a minute, no, I didn't realize this, or oh my God, I didn't realize that. Yeah. So I would definitely say check it out. It's a great read, and it's a quick one. So, definitely jump on that. So she is back, and she is also a sister, just letting y'all know. She is also a sister as well. So support. She is back, and she is writing the next new Unlimited special, which is dealing with the fall of the Silver Ranger. So we got a little piece of art with Darkonda, look like they're on KO35, which is in flames. And you got Zane looking crazy, child, busted up, wide open, and Andrew sitting there crying over him like, oh, my buddy, oh, my Lord. So here's what it is, right? In the next Crucial Power Rangers Unlimited special, calamity looms for fan favorites Andros and Zane from the hit series Power Rangers in Space. Discover their past growing up on KO35, their journey to becoming Rangers, and the epic battle that changed their lives forever. The future of Power Rangers saga starts here in this exciting one-shot adventure in shops June 29th, 2022. What do you think about that?
Oh man, I'm definitely excited about
excited. Oh, with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, this is one of the things that, for years I've wondered what Andros and Zane's adventures before the Turbo Rangers joined Andros were like. And what was the battle like where Zane was put into a coma? So I'm very excited. This is something that has been a long time coming, and I just love that obviously other fans wanted to know this, and the author is actually a fan of that season, and she's giving us something, and I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. Like, I am so excited to find out exactly what this story is and exactly what those characters were doing beforehand, because all we know really was just like they were battling, and then Zane kind of like, slipped and slide his way in between Andros and the monster, fell on top of him, and blew up, child. That's all we know. But we don't know nothing that happened before that. Child, we don't know nothing that happened before that, child. All we know is he just did an electric slide, jumped on the monster, and blew up. That is all we know. So yeah, this will definitely give us a lot more info on what their relationship was like before they became Rangers and all that good stuff. So this is exciting. This is definitely exciting. So the reason why we are bringing up all of this stuff is because there is some rumors going around, right? Some rumors. Shh. Listen closer. Put the earphones to your ear. You got to listen to this. You got to listen. So there is some rumors, right, going around that there might be some news that might be coming out this month. Now, we are already midway through the month. I mean, it's, at the time of this recording, it is March 20th. So if ain't nothing came out yet, I don't know if it's going to come out. But apparently, there has been rumors that, there might be some news that might come out this month pertaining to the future of the Power Rangers franchise. I guess what's coming down the pipeline in terms of entertainment. I heard that, there has been, a couple reports, a couple of rumors going around that it may be dealing with a movie or a limited series. I don't know if this is true. But hey, I'm just saying. That's what the tea. So we've already kind of talked about what we think, what we kind of, would like to see, what we would want to see kind of a situation. We've already kind of talked about it. If you want to listen to that, you can go back and listen to our previous episodes. In terms of the information that we may get this month, whether we get it or not, if we do get this information, I feel like it's been a long time coming. But also, I'm kind of like letting it go, kind of like excusing it because of the fact that we are in a whole pandemic, so I'm pretty sure that's kind of slowed down a lot of things. So whatever they give us, I'm just hoping that it's great. And I'm pretty sure that I can echo that sentiment with everybody here. Is that we just want it to be great.
We've been waiting so long for news. About damn time. Hopefully, like the new week is about to start. So hopefully, maybe this week we could get something. I guess we'll see.
We shall see, right? We shall see. So there is that. Now, lastly, when it comes to the news, we are going to talk about another article that our buddy Seamus Kelly, writer Jetfire of Dim Geek and No Pink Spandex, he went ahead and wrote another article, y'all. This time it is dealing with Simon Bennett personally. So he had a little sit down with Simon Bennett, y'all. And they talked about Power Rangers Season 2 and how the show broke all the rules, y'all. Now, I'm not even going to hold y'all. This is a fantastic article. If you have not read it, please read this article. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there are so many things that Simon Bennett is saying in this article that makes watching this show and make watching Power Rangers, when you go back and actually sit down and think about what Power Rangers has been doing and then listening to what he is saying and then looking at Dino Fury, there's so much to this article that makes you go, oh my God. Wow. Really? Really? So definitely there's a lot of great info in this article. Was there anything out of this article that stood out to any of you guys? Like, what was something that, from the article that you thought was very interesting?
I guess like it's something we already knew, but just I guess it was two things. One of the things we already knew was to find out that he got an extra 22 episodes to write, and then there's less filler and more of a serialized type storytelling. He had mentioned how the excuse of, oh well, kids can't they won't remember something serialized, so initially years they've been doing standalone type things, and the only time that something has a continuation would be the premiere of the finale. So obviously Netflix, the consumption of Netflix is usually like binging, so they're not tied down to the notion that, oh, kids, they're not going to remember a serialized story, so just do one-offs. That's not necessarily an excuse that can be used when you have something that's bingeable. So yeah, it's pretty, it's pretty cool. It's really cool. I didn't get to read all of it, but it's just I love that I love the transparency that he's still giving, even after some of the fans were kind of, not so cool to him a few months ago. But I would think that he at least sees the people that are kind of like rational minded and respectful to him. So he wants to give, us some tidbits. So I really appreciate that. And feel like he said something else that I literally just forgot. So somebody else go. What did you think, Lena? Did you see? Did you read any of it?
I'm kind of with you. I felt like it was just stuff that like we've already kind of knew, and nothing really that stood out. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Did not know that. So yeah, like I'm with you there.
I just man, I really like him.
I do too.
Yeah, it's so nice to he said, now I remember, he said that he does see what fans say on Ranger Board and on Twitter. So he's able to get like some feedback. And we obviously knew that because he does take time to actually respond to people and like or retweet things. So it's cool to have somebody that's kind of, he can test the temperature of like what the fandom is thinking. But it's really cool. I really appreciate him.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I personally like the thing that really got me, other than the part with what you were saying with the standalone thing. That was one of the main things that got me, was the whole standalone thing of them being like, recognizing, kids aren't dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the whole thing, dealing with dealing with Dino Fury in general. Well, just Power Rangers in general. And that's what I mean, when you go back and look at Power Rangers for the past, like, basically 10 years, all we got was, oh, you got to really dumb it down because kids are stupid kind of a situation. And don't get me wrong, some people liked it. Some people, there are fans out there who really, 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 really like it. And to those who do, listen, I am not gonna sit here and yuck your yum, okay? Like, if you like it, I love it. That's, it is what it is. But coming from what we had at one point, it's like we regressed. And, it was just like, okay, this is it feels weird, and I don't know whether they were listening to certain people and not listening to everybody, because like, there's a large voice of people who basically, we all say the same thing. Like, we literally all say the same thing. So I'm wondering, when Saban brought Power Rangers back, I'm wondering what they were thinking when they were making Samurai, because majority of us literally were saying the same thing. We wanted a continuation of Disney, or hell, even a continuation of old Saban. Like, that's the style of Power Rangers that majority of us wanted. Mm-hmm. And when he brought it back, it was just, ooh, fart jokes, and pies and faces, and let's bring back Broken Skull with the remix of the, like, I mean, it's just like, what are we doing? Why are we redoing this? Like, what is happening? I want you to know that you guys are trying so hard to give us Mighty Morphin 2.0, and the people who are watching this weren't even born when Mighty Morphin even came out. So it's like, who are you doing this for? So it just, nothing about what they did made sense. And I feel like, I don't know whether there's a show Bible that literally said, hey, this is how you have to write a Power Ranger show. But even Dino Fury kind of still does it. But at least now they're able to at least serialize the show. You know what I'm saying? At least give you a plot that lasts longer than one episode. Mm-hmm. Where it's not a situation where it's like, oh, this is a random day in the life of a teen that lives in Angel Grove or wherever they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not getting that this time. Like, this is actually a story that connects several episodes. So, you know, that's what the people like. And the thing is, people can track it. Kids can track it. You know, like, no one is that dumb where they don't know what's going on. Like, no one is that stupid. You know, so I really like that. I also liked the conversation that he had when he was basically saying about how people can change and how Dino Fury is basically that's kind of like the overarching story of Dino Fury. Basically, people can change. And he mentions Izzy's mother, which is also going to be one of the things that we talk about in this episode as well, when we covered episodes 4 and 5. But Izzy's mom basically had, you can tell that there was definitely kind of like an underlying thing where at one point Izzy's mom did not respect or not care for her being a tomboy. Kind of a thing, you know, like she had an issue with her child being the way she was because she always wanted her to wear dresses and all this stuff and be cute, and she wanted to dress up like a boy, kind of a thing. So, you know, there's a lot, but obviously she changed. You know, she learned, okay, I have to appreciate my child the way she is, kind of a situation. So there's a lot of redeeming going on in this season, which I also really like as well. Really, 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 really like that. And yeah, I do like that the theme of this series, of this season, is definitely, you know, people can change. So really like that. How did y'all feel about him talking about Ali? Because I have some words about that.
I've been like skimming through it, so I would kind of for that one, I wanted to wait to watch it, but I saw like the gist of it. Like he admitted, Seamus, you know, talked about how Ali was not the most likable character in the first season, and he's kind of turned around in the second season. But like it's cool that like it was, we see that it was purposeful. But,
yeah, for sure, and you can definitely tell that it was purposeful. Like, you can tell it was most certainly purposeful. I guess for me, when he brought it up, I laughed because I'm like, yeah, like, who likes Ollie? Like, let's be for real. Like, who actually does like his character? But also, what really kind of stood out to me about this is that they were like, you know, they're basically trying to set up the whole like story of like, oh, well, mean guy picks on sweet girl. They kind of, you know, have this like what he called how did he call it? He called it UST, which is unresolved sexual tension. But, you know, he's like, oh yeah, you know, they kind of have this thing for each other, so they just like kind of like pick on each other, kind of like, you know, show their affection. And I'm like, I hear that. I hear that. But also at the same time, like, there's no way in hell I would date somebody like him. Like, he's just too much of an asshole. Like, is like, there's no likable qualities about him. I could see if they gave him some likable qualities, but there are none. So I don't know. But when I saw that, I was like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Nah. I hear that, but no. We are going to go ahead and we are going to move on to episode 4 and 5. Now, let me go ahead and bring this up because clearly I want to go ahead and read y'all the little previews before I go ahead and start, honey. So, episode 4, Tiny Trouble. Ion reconnects with the shrunken Zord, but Akalo and Wreckmate try chasing it down for Void Knight's secret plans. First of all, what is it giving? What do y'all think?
It was an interesting episode. Overall, I rather enjoyed it. And I don't know. I'm very curious to see, see how all this plays out.
I like the fact that Ion, he kind of he shows some character growth in this one. So I really appreciated that because he was really, really annoying me in the prior episodes. More really good action in the morphed fight. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what else they're going to do with that. But I love the action this season.
Well, for me, I'm just like, I'm not gonna hold you. I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed this episode a lot. My only thing that I really, 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 now you said you enjoyed Ion. I did not. I did not. Ion really got on my nerves. Like the beginning part where he was like laughing about like not training and eating nothing but like whipped cream and all of that. I enjoyed all that. Like I thought that was really fun. I like those parts were great. It was I don't like how they tried to wrap up or tried to like combine the how they tried to like it almost kind of felt like they tried to force the lesson in this episode. And that just goes back to the thing that Samuell Benta was talking about when he was saying that, every episode has to have a lesson. I really feel like this episode didn't need one. Like, unless they wrote it with a lesson in mind, I don't really feel like this episode needed a lesson. Because to me, like, what was the lesson? What was the lesson? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the lesson was in this episode. It just kind of just felt like, oh, yeah, oops, I let Patchy get away because I'm an idiot and I didn't listen. Like,
that was annoying. That was very annoying.
I was so
because I was yelling at the TV because he's doing the same stuff he keeps doing.
I was like, this is so typical of Ion, and unfortunately, it keeps making his like character worse and worse.
I don't know. Like that's why I'm like, to me, this episode didn't need a lesson. Like, just show Ion just basically just being silly, losing Patchy, and him basically going out to find him. And that's it. Like that's really all we needed in this episode. Like, we didn't need him having to be like having a little heart to heart with Ollie and all that. We didn't need it. Like I was like, oh, okay. All right. Wonderful. Great. And then at the end, they're all like, oh yeah, woo. Yeah, you should start training and start being a part of training. Okay. This isn't needed. I don't know. Like it did nothing for me, honestly. That did nothing for me. Anything about this episode stood out that you liked, disliked? Any specific moments?
I like that towards the end, he finally admit that he was wrong and was genuine about it.
Yeah.
That I genuinely like. I was like, that was probably the most genuine, the most honest like apology I've ever seen him given this whole time.
Well, she hasn't given really any, I guess, except for one to Zayto last season. But other than that, he's just been on one, just tripping.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
The Zord, the whole boxing match in the Zord battle was kind of that was kind of cool. I have to say, I was getting Zeo vibes when the Red Battle Zord was had a similar situation. That was actually kind of cool.
Now, I'm not gonna hold you. I high key really like that armor. I really like that armor. I think that armor is freaking dope. I like it a lot. I think that's probably my favorite, to be truthfully honest with you. That armor is probably my favorite. And I don't know whether it's because it's that army green with the orange, or I don't know what it is, but it's something about that armor that just, I'm like, I love this. Like, it's really freaking cool. And then with the boxing gloves, like, I'm just like, dang, that's dope. The slapstick in this episode, I like when the actors are actually being funny. Like when it's the Rangers, not so much Jane and Jay Borg. Not saying that they aren't doing the thing, because I mean they are. But I really like when I see Jane and Jay Borg, not Jane and Jay Borg, when I see the actors, the Rangers, be funny, because that first part, Zayto and that deadpan child, like Zayto was over it. Okay. Zayto was just like, I am covered in white stuff and I am upset. So yes. He was so mad.
That's so interesting to see the Rangers actually be like covered in things, because that's usually the comedy characters shtick.
Exactly. Like that's why I was just like, that's interesting. Like that I really like that. That they definitely had the actors being more so, more physical and having a lot of the funny stuff happen to them versus bringing in Jane and Jay Borg to have it happen to them.
Right. I feel like we mentioned that in the very beginning, like the first time we watched this. If not like with the first episode, maybe like really early on in the first season, we noticed that, they're not relying solely on Jane and Jay Borg to do all of the comedic stuff, and they're like really kind of fleshing out the characters, where they're not just the heroic serious types, and they're actually able to do comedy bits as well.
Exactly. Because my thing is like, and I've said this before, like, I just love seeing the actors be funny, because that's the thing. Like when they're being cast for the show, I mean, it's obvious that they can do it, because they wouldn't have gotten the they wouldn't have gotten the role if they couldn't do it. So it's like, if they got the role for being funny, let them be funny. Like, let the people be funny. So I really like that they actually are letting them be funny and letting them be comedic. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed those parts in the episode. Now, I'm sorry, Wreckmate and this sea shanty. Can this man just go ahead and sing his little sea shanty and call it? Like, because every time you turn around, he wanting to sing himself a little song. Let this man sing a song, damn it. Let him sing, because he is always talking about, I would like to sing me a little sea shanty myself. Like, let him sing. Damn. Like, every time you turn around, he want to sing himself a little song. Let that man sing. But overall, though, like, this episode was pretty it was pretty much here. Yeah, I mean, nothing really like crazy happened. It was definitely filler for sure. But we did get the destruction of Akalo and the arrival of who? Centaura. Child, that heifer opened them eyes, and ooh, child, she looked something serious.
Finally,
right? when he was like powering her up, I was like, man, she looks so constipated right now. Like, girl, I feel you. Like, I feel you, girl. Like, I do.
Girl.
The look of some constipation right there.
Okay.
Like, I get it. You've been in that tube way too long. What I really want to know, though, is how did she get her outfit, her hair put together so nicely afterwards, and her makeup? And just, I don't know. Like, I have so many questions, but yeah.
Listen, she still looked a hot mess. Did you see how she looked after, even when she got out?
I mean,
even when she got out the tank, she still looked bad.
I mean, I'm not saying she looked fantastic. I mean, girl, we don't know how long she's been in that water, and that water cannot be good for her skin. Like, I'm just saying, like, I get it. Like, totally
no, girl.
And her hair looks bleached. Like, she needs some conditioner in that. Like, she needs like like she needs a hair mask. She needs like a blowout. Like, I don't know.
I mean, like, obviously she looked horrible when she first came out of it, but
horrible.
But when that was interesting, like afterwards, you know, as we went along in episode 5, because I guess we're just going there. She like had her hair done and new clothes, which I guess like
she had a whole look together.
Yeah, maybe they had I guess it's possible because she was already like they had already come to her. She was awake when they were on Earth, whenever they got there. So I guess all of her stuff was still there. I'm assuming.
Child, I ain't assuming nothing. Tell me. Sure. Right. Tell me what happened. How y'all get here? Why she look like that? What's going on? Child, because I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't going to even hold you. I hollered when sis was sitting there. And first of all, she had... Now, what I'm trying to figure out is now, have y'all actually seen how she look in real life?
No.
Yo, let me show y'all how this woman actually look. Because y'all gonna gag. Y'all are going to gag. Because this woman looks crazy on the show. But in real life, she is actually really pretty. And it's just like, excuse me. So whoever did the makeup for her, you deserve an award. You deserve an Emmy. Because not y'all had this woman looking like this. Had her looking like a hot ass mess. Boom. Now that is Santora. And then right underneath her is the actual actress.
Whoa. She's a hot mama.
Now, how in the devil y'all made that woman look like that?
Oh my God.
There's definitely those eyes, those contacts.
They could have even used her real hair. Why did they have to use that ugly ass dry wig?
Listen, they said we don't want to mess up her hair. They'll give her a little Party City lace front.
It's definitely the makeup, the contacts, and it looks like they colored her eyebrows the same color as the bleach blonde wig.
Girl, regardless, I'm like, y'all wrong for this. Y'all wrong.
I'm from the little bit that I've seen, because I've only seen one episode of her wig. It looks like she's supposed to be scary, and I'm assuming she's going to be much scarier than Void Knight even.
Oh
I have
yes.
a feeling.
I mean, she's definitely, I'm sure, gonna be a little piece of problematic. Like we know she's gonna be a mess. She's gonna be a mess. But yeah, like sis came back in episode 5, right? And this little piece of episode got the little monster being like, he out here collecting. Basically, what he does is he eats trash, right? And he turns them into parts. And of course, like he lets out gas, which of course is like, jokes. He, right? A tee hee, a tee hee, a tee hee. So I'm pretty sure that was for the little kids, with the whole gas joke thing. So that's like the B plot of the show, the villain plot. And basically Void Knight is trying to build a ship so that they can go ahead and get off this planet. Meanwhile, Centaur is sitting here like, now what are you planning, Voidy? What are you planning? What are you doing? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you got the whole Izzy situation. Izzy want to go to prom with her girl Fern, right? Fern is like, yeah, I was gonna ask you, ooh, and she was like, ooh, I was gonna ask you too, ooh, and then she was like, okay, so are we gonna go? And she's like, yeah, we gonna go together. It's like, ooh, we gonna go together, and then, Mama was like, well, I can make y'all some looks, and Izzy got mad, honey. Izzy was like, no, I don't want you doing that. And Fern is like, yeah, let's do it. It's like, girl, no. But of course, Mama's like, I got you. I already know your style. I know what it's given. I ain't crazy. I know. So of course, for drama, the outfits had to get switched. Now, first of all, my thing is like, let's be for real, right? Did you think that Mama actually did make her the dress, or did you think that instantly that they were switched?
I thought they were switched. I thought the same thing, because I'm just like, I don't know, I guess, like, how do I say this, like, that wasn't even her color. It was like such a dead giveaway that it wasn't even her color, because like the suit had green in it, and it was just sort of like, I saw what y'all did there. I see you. But yeah, the dead giveaway was the fact that it wasn't even her color.
So I thought the fact that it was the wrong color, the fact that it was a dress, like I thought it was just going to be a situation where, her mom still doesn't get her. When they actually said that it was a mix up, and then you got to see instantly on Izzy's face, because she was so pissed, she was so mad that she threw the dress out. And then when she found out that there was a switch, she's like, oh my God, like what did I do? And then like it wasn't just that, it's like, oh my God, like I was so mad at my mom, and like my mom actually does get me.
Yeah.
So, like, I like that twist, because it's like, wow, you guys are writing. You're able to like create some sort of a drama and like a conflict in the character. And then something else that I like was that she actually got to, do the bold and brave thing and tell her mom what she did. And they talk about, just about like her mom said, it did take me a while to, accept you. And that was another really cool moment.
They were hitting all the right words.
Yeah, I really appreciated that. And I like, I really liked the Izzy centric parts of this episode. I wish that the Ranger stuff was focused on her as well, but I did like that at least for a certain part, she got to have her time with her mom, and like the other Rangers did, other stuff, and then they just called her later, it seemed like. But yeah, that's how I felt about that.
Yeah, I have to agree. I definitely enjoy the whole thing of just like her basically being like, being upset with her mom and being like, you still don't get it. And that's and I mean, and to be truthfully honest, that just what I loved about this episode is the writing aspect of it, because it already gives you an idea that things weren't always rosy between her and her mother. Like they have a very rocky past, and there's definitely some trauma still there and some unforgiveness that is still there between her with her mother. Even though, yeah, her mom is, okay with her now, there's still some mistrust. So, it could have easily been a situation where her mom definitely, definitely gave her a hard time. And, made things very hard for her growing up, and she still hadn't forgave her for all of that. So, having her flip out the way she did and having her overreact, that's a real thing, because people do that all the time. It's like they're having a reaction, a trauma response to a situation, and it's like this isn't exactly what's happening, but because they already have dealt with it so much, immediately they think, oh, this is what it's going to be. This is the situation right here. This is the same thing happening again. You're doing it again. And it's like, no, but I'm not, so I really if you want to have lessons, these are the kind of lessons I want to see in the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying it has to be LGBTQ. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I personally feel like if you want to have lessons, I want these kind of lessons, because like that lesson between those two, it was definitely that thing of just like, you can tell this is a mother-daughter situation, where mother really loves her daughter. And this is the situation, kind of a thing. So I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that about this episode. And I love the ending where Park Dad, I don't really care for him. I do not care for him. But it was so cute. It was so cute. Like, he was just like, oh my God, let's take a picture. Let's take a picture. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, he's in there like pretending to like clip hedges that they don't have. It's just like, he's just so happy to go see her, go to prom with a girlfriend. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute. I loved it. I effing loved it.
Yeah, I loved when we first met Izzy's mom, how she overheard I guess it was Loki spying on Izzy and Fern, where they were asking each other to the prom, and she was so excited about it. So like from the get-go, I love that, her mom knew and was like excited that, her girl was happy. And then we obviously see it with their dad too, which is a little bit of a surprise just because of how the dad treated Javi.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's cool that he is accepting of his daughter as well. And then honestly, I felt like how Lena feels sometimes watching when they walked out of the house. I actually got emotional because it was so nice. I felt like this has been done so tastefully and just treating it like it's normal because it is normal. There's kids
Because it
like this.
is.
So it's just so nice.
Exactly.
It's so nice to see different kids be represented. It's such a
Yeah.
nice thing to see. And to see all, oh man, when the Rangers popped out, of course they weren't morphed, but the other Rangers popped out of the limo. Well, first off, Javi was driving the limo, and then the other Rangers were in there and they were gonna, ride with them to the prom. Like that was so
That's
sweet.
so cute.
That made me so happy. Like I actually teared up a little bit. I felt the welling in my
Oh.
It was a super cute moment though. I think for me, my only tiny critique that I would probably say had Javi actually dressed up in like one of those like tuxedos or like limousine outfits, that would have been the cherry on top for me. But then he came with his leather jacket. I'm like, I mean, I guess, but I'm
Now
just
Javi ain't going nowhere without that leather jacket.
right. I'm just saying, or maybe like it would have been fun if he wore like a dress shirt with a leather jacket around his waist, like something a little like Javi-ish, but he's trying to play the part, with the hat. Oh, that would have been so cute. But yeah, but the whole thing was super adorable. I love how she's like, yeah, I wish the others were here to see it. He's like, yeah, well, it's kind of funny you said that because I kind of went ahead and invited them anyways.
Okay. I'm just like, that's cute.
That's so cute. I wonder if they all go to the same school or not. Because like
they're all grown.
Right.
The only one that's not grown is Izzy.
Right. I keep forgetting this.
Yeah,
right.
She's the baby on the team.
Right. They all have jobs. Forgot. Yes.
Ciao.
They're adults. They're adulting.
Clearly, like some people, I'm like, do y'all actually have jobs, or what are y'all doing on the side? Like,
right? Like, I'm being serious. Like, what are they all really? Like, they all seem to work at a Buzz Blast, but yet at the same time they don't. Like, particularly Ollie, what does he do?
I don't know what he does.
That's child.
Like, we know,
does he work at Buzz Blast?
No, he does not.
He's just there all the time.
He's just there like a lot. Like we know for sure Javi works there, Amelia works there, and does Zayto work there too?
No, he does not.
No.
Oh. I mean, he's an alien, he doesn't need money. Like he has so long to like
but he always have it.
I
know. Yeah, maybe they know a way of making
no, because you know how you know that it's weird that he has it, but yet Ion doesn't. He always be borrowing money off of Ollie.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a little piece of OnlyFans and he be making his horns grow on camera. Now you can't tell me
stuff, so that'd be interesting. Like if there's a sect of people that get off watching aliens.
His horns grow.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a fetish for everything. Everything.
There is a fetish for everything.
Mm-hmm. Like, have y'all heard about that girl that like farts into jars and she sells them?
Excuse me?
Yeah, so she's this blonde chick that makes you okay there, Will?
I'm almost like gagging a little bit.
I know, you okay there? So apparently she makes TikTok videos on how she makes farts, essentially, right? And so basically she sells them for like $1,000 a jar. And so she farts them into the jar and it seals up and it mails it to these, the people that like purchases them. But anywho, she recently ended up in the hospital because her diet consists of like eggs and like cheese and yogurt and And I don't even know what else I was really bad for her. She had like a heart attack.
Like really.
Oh shit! That's not funny.
And then there's another person where she's like a gamer, I guess. Like she streams a lot. Anywho, she sells her bathwater to these people.
Oh
online.
yeah, I heard about the bathwater girl.
Yeah, like $1,000 a jar or something, or like something ridiculously high. Anywho, all I'm trying to say is there's a fetish for everything. So yes, I can see Zayto having fans only, or OnlyFans, however you want to call it, and growing his horn, and people are like, yeah, I'll pay like $30 for that. How about like, you know, like how about video? Oh, how about boomerang where it goes in and out? I'll pay $1,000 for that. I can see
that. I'm telling you, okay. I know it. I know it to be true. He has an OnlyFans, and Ion ain't jumped on yet because Ion don't know. But I'm telling you, I guarantee you, he don't know.
Well, he's too, or he's so busy bumming money, but he's not bumming enough. So he's always on this food crave, you know, like he wants to try everything. I'm surprised he didn't borrow money from Zayto versus Ollie.
I'm saying. I'm saying, why is he always borrowing money from Ollie when Zayto be having money all the time? Because he out here being able to afford, okay, joining gyms and spending money on expensive tracksuits.
Fans only. Oh, is it?
I'm trying to tell you.
Is it
OnlyFans?
Okay, that's what I'm trying. Episode OnlyFans for Zayto.
Zayto's OnlyFans, honey. Because I'm telling you right now, like that mug got one. I'm telling you, he does. He has one. And they be like, "Oh my god, you seen the one with the dude who made the horns grow on his head? What?"
And he part charges like $100 a month for a membership, and then
no, I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I don't think it's
$15 a month, and then like $100 per video.
No, I don't even think you do that. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think you do. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think you do. I guarantee you that mug probably had that junk sit at $9.99, and then what he'll do is he'll go on Twitter and he'll post like 30-second clips of it or whatever, and then he'll actually post the full. Then he'll post the 30-second clip on his OnlyFans, but make you pay for the full version. Make you pay like $10 for the full.
I mean,
child, he is getting that money.
Get your coin, Zayto. Get your coin. Living in like the year of what? I don't even know what year we're in. What is it? Are we still in the 21st century? Like, I don't even know. What century are we in?
We're in 21st, right?
All right. I don't know. I'm terrible with timeline. So if we're still in the 21st, then, you know, there we go. That's the term. He's like, we're in the 21st century. Like, this is how I got to get my coin. This is how I'm going to do it.
Okay. He said he is getting his money, and I don't blame him.
I bet you he changes like the colors in his room when he's doing them. Like you get a blue light on, you get a pink light on, you get a red light on. Oh, you can request what light you want.
Oh my gosh. He's borrowing different Rangers chroma sabers.
Yeah.
So they can glow different colors. Yes. It's like, what is happening?
I think there's a video out there, him in front of his new was it motorcycle or bike, and he's like,
I'm talking about the Dino Fury cycle.
Yeah, he's probably growing his horse in front of that thing too.
Oh my gosh.
I'm terrible, y'all.
If you want to see exclusive content, me on my bike, growing my horns.
Or me in that little pack before. There's a baby too. Oh my god. Oh, I need to stop. This is terrible.
Oh my god. I love it. I love it. I do.
Oh my
god. I was actually thinking about with
I thought you were about to say you was thinking about getting an OnlyFans.
What was that?
I thought you were saying I'm thinking about getting the OnlyFans. No. I was about to say, excuse me.
Oh my God.
I mean,
no.
You know,
Ion. I'm every time I see him, I'm just shocked at his clothes because they look expensive. So I'm like, where do you get your clothes from? How do you have a sense of style?
Okay.
Obviously from Zayto.
But Zayto looking bland. Like that?
Well, you have to remember, he could, Zayto could be his sugar daddy. We don't even know it.
Not his sugar daddy.
Like, Zayto part doesn't know what sugar daddy is. He's just like, here you go, Ion, buy these clothes. Like, Ion's like, can I have money for the clothes and for that and that? And Zayto's like, sure, I guess. Like, why not? I got plenty of it.
Sure.
Like,
but then
I can see him innocently like do that, where he's like, he's my friend. I gotta help him out.
But my thing is, I mean, yes, but also I'm also sitting here like, okay, but you constantly asking Ollie for money all the time. So like, which one is it? Like, so you asking?
He could be getting over. He is dishonest.
Well, this is a good point.
He what?
He could be getting over and just getting money from both of them.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's probably getting like higher end stuff from Zayto because he can play the whole like, well, I just woke up and it's like a bajillion years later, like I don't have money, and then on the side he's like, yo, Ollie, want to spot me for that donut? Want to spot me for that can of whipped cream? Want to spot me for those like I don't know what else he bought. God damn it.
That ice cream.
Yeah.
They really should have shown us this. That's a lesson to not lie about things like money.
I'm saying, see, these are the lessons we want to see. These are the lessons, y'all. But instead, we getting lessons about foolishness. And it's like, ain't nobody want to see this mess. Because this is something that people can actually learn from, that the children can actually learn from and be like, okay, yeah, I shouldn't do that because that's mean. That's terrible. No, you shouldn't do that. See, Power Rangers, see, missing lessons. But let's just go ahead and rate these episodes, y'all. So what is it giving? Episode 4 and 5. Which ones? What are we doing?
4.5 for me for both of them. I like them both. I enjoy them both thoroughly. Obviously, Ion could have been a better person, but it is what it is. And the little bantering between Ollie and Amelia is super cute. I love how she's not afraid to make faces now when he makes comments at her. She's just like, really though? Really, my guy? I see you. I see you watching my show. But yeah, 4.5 for me.
I'll give the episode 4 a 3. It was solid. It's hard for 5 because I really like the Izzy stuff. I feel like a 4 is too high, but then I feel like a 3 isn't high enough. I know I could do even like a 3.5. I don't feel like this enough just because I really, really, really love the Izzy stuff. And I think that it's so important. And it just adds to her character, adds to this relationship that they've established. So I think I will give it a 4. I will give it a 4.
I'm gonna give episode 4 a 3 and episode 5 a 4. Because yes, I definitely do enjoy. I think all the Izzy stuff is what made it. Is what made the episode so good for me. So that's what really made the episode great. And also the bodies in space that Santora was giving us, because her, doing the little jig in that little piece of tank really be sending me. So listen, I enjoy that. Like her doing that damn. Listen, I love it. I love it. Like sis be moving that body like a snake, and I am living for it. Okay, I live. So, so yes, I'm gonna give it a 4, and I'm gonna give episode 4 a 3. So,
and I forgot to mention. I guess another reason for giving it a 4 is the Centaurus stuff. Her, you can see the seeds planted for her being a real problem for the rest of the season. Because Void Knight, and this is also something I forgot to mention. Void Knight wants to just leave Earth. He's just sick of it. He wants to move on with his life, with his lady. He finally got his wife back, but she wants revenge on the humans and wants to create some havoc. And
she wants to give the people the smoke.
And
I wonder what they did.
I know. I can't wait to find out. But he's like, he's just like, no, we don't need to do that.
He's just like, come on, let's go. And we don't need to be doing none of that.
And I have a feeling that I could even see her being so consumed with her want for chaos that she turns on her husband. I could see that, but we'll see. I'm really looking forward to it, though.
Ciao. Well, all I'm gonna say is keep watching, y'all. We gonna keep watching and we gonna keep reviewing. So if you all have seen these episodes already, don't be in the comment section saying nothing, because not everybody has seen them on this podcast. Nah, I have. But like I said, not everybody's seen them. So shut your face. Don't be out here being like, well, see, what had happened was on episode 8.
Don't tell me. I do not know.
She don't know.
No.
And Will don't know. So y'all need to not say nothing. Oh, don't say nothing.
Or you'll be deleted by Brendan. Deleted.
Why I gotta be deleted by me? Like,
we already know it's you.
Listen, Cause not all the time.
Because if we see this, then there would be a spoiler alert,
Not all the time. Like, I'm not the person who does it all the time. I do it majority of the time, but not all the time.
I've done it a couple of times.
See, there you go. Will done it a few times. Listen, like I'll block somebody in a minute, but I don't be blocking all the time.
Oh my god.
Made me sound like a terrible person.
I've only blocked once. And we already know who that is.
Right.
Oh, right.
Ciao. Ooh, ciao. But regardless, right? But if you enjoyed this episode, please definitely let us know. If you have anything that you want to talk about or anything you want to mention, let us know. And also too, just in general, if you want to just, let us know what you think about the show, definitely leave us a comment, like, subscribe, do all the things. We appreciate it. And once again, my name is Brandon.
My name is Lena.
And my name is Will.
And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.